In a world that rewards loud voices and quick reactions, silence feels like a rebellion. But the Stoics knew something modern life forgets. True strength is found not in how loud you speak, but in how deeply you think. When Marcus Aurelius was insulted by the Roman elite, he didn't respond with fury. He didn't gather his friends or craft a rebuttal. He simply wrote in his journal, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." To the Stoic, rage is not power. It's surrender. It's the mind abandoning its reason and handing the reins to impulse. How often have we done the same? Snapped in a moment of anger. Regretted what we said 5 minutes after we said it. Hit send too quickly, raised our voice too loudly, and for what? A fleeting sense of dominance, followed by shame. The Stoics teach us something different. They teach us that silence is not weakness, it is discipline. And in that discipline, we find freedom. Epictetus said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." There's depth in that. He's not simply advising better communication. He's pointing to a way of life, to pause, to listen, to reflect. You see, every time we speak in anger, we are reacting, and reaction is the opposite of wisdom. The wise do not react, they respond. And response takes time. It takes restraint. It takes the courage to let a moment pass without having to own it with our voice. In that pause, the Stoic does their most important work. They ask, what is in my control right now? They ask, what judgment am I placing on this moment? They ask, is this worth the energy of my spirit? You may think silence is passive, but it is incredibly active. Silence is scanning the battlefield of your emotions and choosing not to fight. Silence is the strength to watch your anger rise, to feel the blood boil in your chest, and yet not be its slave. Seneca wrote, "No man is more unhappy than he who never faces adversity, for he is not permitted to prove himself." And adversity will often come in the form of other people, those who mock, offend, provoke. They'll shout, they'll criticize, they'll push every button they can. But here's the truth. They are not your test. You are. Your response, or lack of it, is your character revealed. The person who cannot hold their tongue is not free. They are bound by ego, bound by pride, bound by the desperate need to be right. But the Stoic is free, because they've learned the art of letting go. Let go of needing to be understood. Let go of needing to win every argument. Let go of the illusion that anger will heal your wounds. You don't need to shout to be heard. The loudest truths often come in whispers. Think of nature. The ocean does not scream, yet its presence silences all things. The moon does not demand your attention, yet it holds the tide in place. The tree does not speak, yet it stands for hundreds of years unshaken by storms. In silence we grow, and when we finally speak, not from rage but from reflection, our words carry the weight of mountains. You see, when you speak less, your words gain power. When you think more, your life gains clarity. And that's what the Stoics knew, that silence is not the absence of thought. It is the distillation of wisdom. So the next time you are tempted to lash out, don't. The next time someone cuts you off in traffic or hurls a careless word or treats you unjustly, pause. Take a breath. Ask yourself, will this matter tomorrow? Will this serve my peace? Because peace is not found in the absence of conflict. It is found in the mastery of your response. And your response, friend, begins in silence. Practice it. Protect it. Let it become your strength. Because in a noisy world, silence is a superpower. If this brought you peace, share it. And let your life be the quiet wisdom someone else needs today.